What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Comeback Story, back again with another video, man. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since I've been on the camera, but the boy's on winter break, so might as well get back to it. You know what I'm saying? Um, in this video, I kind of just want to reflect and just give a recap of how my first semester went, and pretty much just recap how far I have really came, or how far I have come when it comes to this academic journey that I'm on. So, if y'all don't know, some of y'all know, some of y'all don't know, but I'm currently in physical therapy school. I attend Florida A&M University, Tallahassee, Florida. The highest is Seven Hills, October 3rd, 1887, all that good stuff. I just finished my first semester. And before that, pretty much, I don't even know, I'm trying to think back on the timeline here. Let's see. I started fall 2025. Fall 2024, I was, just at home working. Fall 2023, I was an undergrad. Not fulfilling my academic potential. And I was able to go from underachieving academically and not being able to get certain grades in prerequisite classes to fast forward to now. I finished my first semester of PT school and I finished with a 3.87. So essentially, I just want this video to be a source of really motivation, and maybe a little bit of tips as well. But really, it's all on your mindset, and that's like 75% of the battle is your mindset. Because you hear how hard it is to get into physical therapy school. I'm gonna be speaking about it from my perspective, but you can apply this to whatever perspective that you're in, like whatever school you're trying to get into or whatever you're trying to do, honestly. But I'm gonna be speaking on the perspective of like a PT student, so that way I can like get my point across good. So like that's like essentially, you hear how hard it is to get into, physical therapy school. You see the statistics, you see that like a couple hundred people apply, and at max they only take like 50 people, 60 people. My cohort's only 20 people. I think we're the most tight-knit cohort in the whole country, but that's just my take. I'm gonna stand on that. But yeah, you hear how hard it is to do, and then let's say you're in a situation where maybe your GPA is average, maybe your prereqs are average, GRE score average. Pretty much everything is average. It's not like you're totally tanking or bombing, but at the same time, it's not like you're superb or excellent. Or maybe you are tanking and bombing. And if that's the case, hey, mindset can get you out of that too. Mindset can get you out of like anything for real. But I was just plain old average, like all the prereqs that I needed to take, like my anatomies, bios, chems, all that, they were pretty much like at a B, like B range for real. And honestly, and I would be lucky if I was even getting B's in those classes, because quite a few times I ended up getting C's. Like the first time I took anatomy 1, I barely got a C because I didn't know what I was doing. And anatomy 2, I got a B, but it was online, and you don't really learn a lot of stuff online when you do undergrad. It's just how it is. If you know, you know. But yeah. So I went from that to where I am now, and honestly, it was just it was a change in how I think. And it was a change in how like I trust myself in my preparation. Because I feel like what gets in the way of a lot of people is they spend so much time trying to find the right way to do things, which you do need to do, and it's very important because it definitely helped me out. But I feel like the issue is people tend to get stuck in, paralysis by analysis, and they overanalyze too much. And then when they study, they keep on flipping their study strategies. They don't really know what they're doing. They go in and studying, trying to figure out how to study rather than just getting the work done. Rather than just getting the work done, they're trying to figure out, okay, what's the best tips and tricks, blah 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 blah. Which I got the tips and tricks, but before we even get to the tips and tricks, you gotta have the confidence. You gotta have the confidence. Now you might be thinking, why do you need confidence in academics? Yes, you need confidence in academics. Is it one of those things where it's like, oh, you either got it or you don't? No, because look at where I'm at. Look at where I'm at. Getting into a school that pretty much, with 400 applicants, they only took 20. So that means only 5% of those applicants are even in the program right now. And I'm one of the 5%. And not only was I one of the 5%, I came really close to getting all A's. All right. So I'm telling you, it can be done. I'm telling y'all, it can be done in a straight mindset. What's the mindset? The mindset is very simple. The mindset is, it's simply put, I'm going to work as hard as I can, and whatever happens, happens. That's the mindset. And the other part of that mindset is I'm going to be consistent, and I'm going to show up day in and day out. That's the mindset. I'm gonna have the utmost faith in myself that I'm gonna get it done, and I'm gonna show up day in and day out in that class with studying in general. That's the mindset. That's the key. That's the key. See, a lot of y'all put too much barriers on yourselves mentally, and a lot of y'all are too realistic to the point where you're actually limiting your potential. You're too realistic to where you're limiting your potential. All right? You're too realistic out here, man. You really gotta shoot for the stars. It sounds corny, but it's true. You really gotta shoot for the stars. You really gotta go into whatever class you're in and be like, all right, bet. Me with these other people, we all got a chance to be great. So what? I'm gonna be the greatest. It is what it is. That's the mentality you gotta do with it. That's the mentality that you gotta have in order to do well. But the thing is, you don't want to show it. You got to think that in your head, but you don't want to give off that energy. Because what you really want to do is how you, in the real way to really thrive for real, is to have that energy, but then also use it to actually help others. Use it to assist others. Use it to inspire others. Maybe the inspiration part might be a little bit too much, but you get the gist of it. You get the gist of it. Whenever you have an opportunity to showcase your skills, meaning teaching it to one of your classmates, your peers, your homie, your girl, whoever, you do it. You do it. You do it. You get it done. But in your head, you gotta be real cocky with it. I ain't gonna lie. You gotta be real cocky with it. You gotta be like, the professor says, oh, such and such is gonna be challenging. You know what you're gonna say? Bet. What's good? When the professor says such and such is going to be hard, I'm not saying take it with a grain of salt, but what I am saying is be like, all right, watch this. Okay, watch this. And I guarantee you, I'm going to have to keep doing that further and further throughout my academic journey and raising it up the levels. But guess what? I recognize that, okay, I got to raise it up. I got to raise it up. I got to raise it up. When people say that, when people say, hey, they gotta raise it up, they gotta go up a whole other level, they get nervous because it's like, oh man, I gotta do this. Oh man, I gotta do that. No, it's not that you gotta do it. It's the fact that you get to do it. It's the fact that you get the opportunity. You get the opportunity to showcase what you can do. It's the fact that you get the opportunity to showcase what you can do. Don't worry about the fact that you have to do it. Worry about the fact that you get to do it and that you will do it to the best of your ability. And if you fall short, you fall short. But God damn it, at least you tried. If you fall short, you fall short. But God damn it, at least you tried. A lot of y'all don't try. A lot of y'all don't try. It's very simple. Y'all gotta try, man. Y'all gotta try. Y'all gotta put in the work. You gotta study something. You gotta study daily. You gotta study something every day. Most days. If there's 7 days in a week, you gotta be doing at least 5.5. Ideally, go all 7 if you're able to space it out correctly. And the thing is, you don't even have to study so many hours every single day. You don't have to go 9 to 5 studying every day. Because chances are you got classes and you got all this and that and, you know, whatnot. So it's not like you can have all the time in the world. You still got to have time to sleep. You still got to have time to sleep. You still got to have time to work out, which honestly, I wasn't very good at this past semester. And I'm gonna work on finding a creative ways to get that done. But the thing is, showing up daily is the first step. Showing up daily is the first step, and also when you're showing up, having that confidence, be like, yeah, I'm gonna get this. Is gonna be a great study session. Seeing a hard concept and be like, all right, bet I'm gonna figure it out. Even I'm doing that right now on break. I'm studying mainly because we have to. I'm not gonna lie, we kind of have to. But and yesterday I was looking at biomechanical concepts. I'm gonna be real. That ain't easy because it's physics, and physics was my worst prereq. But guess what? I tried to do it yesterday. I could have easily been like, it's too hard, man. I don't know. I'm not gonna get it. Who cares if you ain't gonna get it? At least get 50% of it. At least get 10% of it. At least get 5% of it, bruh. Like, stop with the all or nothing realistic attitude that gets you nowhere. Stop it, man. You gotta stop doing that. Like, it don't help you at all. It don't help you at all. It don't make you great at all. It don't serve you at all. It doesn't align with the purpose that God put you on this earth for. It don't do that, man. It does not do that. Not one bit. Not one bit. But y'all gonna complain whenever it's like 3 days close to an exam and you just now start studying. It's like, ugh. You know, like y'all shoot yourselves in the foot. I'm sorry, y'all shoot yourselves in the foot, and it's not because you're not naturally smart enough. And the thing is, you could be naturally smart enough if you actually tried. But that's a whole other thing. But you don't even have to be naturally smart enough. You just gotta have the effort. You just gotta have the effort. And so what? So what? There's someone that's naturally smart and maybe they can wait a couple of days before the test and they do good. And maybe they do better than you who studied for like 2 weeks in advance. If that happens, what do you do? You know, words of Thugger. What do you do? Like, bruh, I'll be killing me when I'll be saying stuff like that, bro. Like for real, bro. You know? And the thing is, man, this video, it kind of gives off more rant vibes, but I really want this to be like motivation for y'all. Because, you know, people scared. I don't know what it is. It's like, I watched so many videos like, oh, what PT school was going to be like, what it was going to be like, this and that. And I get it. It's only my first semester. I barely know anything for real in the grand scheme of things. But at least I have some experience to know that grad school and PT school and med school, I don't care, whatever school, hell, law school. Freak it, you know? Law school. You know, I'm trying to keep my language under control. Freak it, law school, man. Like, it's doable. It is 100% doable. Like, if you get in the program, you are more than capable of doing well in school. Straight up. If you are in the program, you are more than capable of doing well in school. Meaning for your undergrads, if you're struggling, you're more than capable of getting it back up. Because I was more than, because I went from someone that couldn't even get a 3.0 GPA in the prereqs in undergrad to getting almost all A's my first semester of physical therapy school with gross anatomy, with kinesiology, with pharmacology, bro. Why are physical therapists learning pharmacology? I can tell you why, but it didn't make sense to me at the time. But like, you know what I'm saying? All these classes, exams on exams on exams. During midterm time, we had 10 things that came up, quizzes and exams, and at least 7 of them were exams or quizzes, and 3 of them were kind of little in between. But like, bro, I'm telling you, and I made it out. Why? Because I said, all right, you're gonna give me all them exams, watch me body bag that one, body bag that one, body bag the another one. Oh, let me go Aaron Judge that one. Like, come on, bro. Like, it's like, I'm really a sicko when it comes to this, bro. Cause like whatever you throw at me, I'm skating over it, no matter how hard it is. Why? Because I told myself I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna do it. I tell myself I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna do it. You know, like, yeah, man. I'm telling you, you gotta. And sometimes in your head, you gotta be a little arrogant. You gotta be a little, you know what I'm saying? Y'all too scary out here. Y'all be too scary out here. Y'all be too scary out here. And then once adversity comes hit you in the face, you go like, I don't know, you know, like. And I want to say I'm not saying it was easy. I'm not saying I wasn't stressed about it, but I was like, I'm gonna get through it. I'm going to get through it, or at least I'm gonna try my best to get through it. You know. We live in such a results-driven society, which is understandable. But at the same time, it's like you gotta love the process more than the results. You gotta focus on your process more than you focus on your results, bro. Because numbers can fluctuate. Results can fluctuate, but your process can never fluctuate. Numbers can fluctuate, but your process, that ain't never gonna fluctuate. Your process never fluctuates. Never. Your process ain't never gonna fluctuate. There's a reason why coaches emphasize team culture. Because maybe one year you go 9-3. Maybe the next year you get the talent, you get more talent, you go 11-1. Maybe the year after that, you might get 1 or 2 missing pieces, and you know, you go all the way, you win the natty. But from that 9-3 team to the team that won the natty, that culture was driven from day one, and that culture only improved. That culture only improved. And that's the thing, your process can even get better. It's not the fact that your process don't change, your process can even get better. It can never get worse. If it's getting worse, it's on you. But your process can always be better. And if your process works right now, keep doing it. But even if it works, there's always room for improvement. There's always elevation you can get to, man. There's always elevation you can get to. You see, I ain't even talking no study strategies in this video. I ain't talking nothing. Because it starts here first. If y'all don't get it here first, forget the study strategies. Forget it. It's like watching 2 YouTube tutorials about something but not actually doing it. Like, you gotta, you know, Man, we got 19 minutes in this video. I'm about to reach like the 20-minute mark. But bro, I'm telling y'all, it's all mindset. It's all mindset. If I was able to make it out and I was able to do what I'm doing right now in PT school, y'all can do it too. It just takes a simple switch in the head and a little bit of about you, and you can get to where you want to go in your academic journey, and you can get to where you want to go in life. With that being said, it's your boy Comeback Story, and I'm out of here, man. Let's get it.